I was choking on the smell of burnt hair when I realized I was going to die. The air was thick, dry dust rising from the ground, mixing with the sharp scent of smoke from distant burning huts. The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows that stretched across the shrine like reaching hands. I knelt in the center of it, bare knees pressed into hot, cracked earth. My hands were tied behind my back with rough fiber rope already cutting into my skin. Around me, people stood in a wide circle, men, women, elders. Their faces were tense, hungry, afraid. No one spoke. Even the wind had stopped. The knife at my throat did not shake. That was how I knew this was real. Agbo stood behind me, his chest close enough that I could feel the slow rise and fall of his breathing against my back. His skin was marked with white chalk lines drawn from his forehead down to his jaw, the mark of the temple executioners. His hand was steady, cold, setting. In front of me stood the shrine itself, a low mound of dark earth, and rising from it, the Alekwu mask, watching, waiting. The silence pressed harder than the knife. Because in our land, silence means the ancestors are listening. Before the shrine, before the blood, I was already standing at the edge of something. I was not a child. I was a woman old enough to be watched, and I was watched. I stood in the center of my father's compound, tying a wrapper firmly around my waist as two women pounded yam behind me. The steady thud, thud, echoed through the courtyard. A pot of soup boiled over an open fire nearby. My mother sat on a low wooden stool under the shade of a mango tree, sorting dried leaves into a basket. She wasn't looking at me directly, but I knew she was watching.
You are going out again.
Yes, Mama.
Where?
By the river.
The river is not a place. It is a direction. You have started walking without telling your shadow where you are going.
I just want to see what is beyond what we already know.
And if what you see does not want to be seen, she asked. I didn't answer. Because the truth was, I didn't care.
Hey.
Ada stood a few steps behind me, bare-chested. He had just come back from the fields. His eyes were sharp, locked on me.
You walk too freely these days.
I walk the same way I always have.
No. Before, you walked where you were known. Now you walk where you are not seen.
Why does that trouble you?
Because the last time someone crossed that river out of curiosity, we buried what was left of him in pieces.
You think I am foolish?
I think you are forgetting that not everything you survive makes you strong.
Then let me learn that myself.
That was the moment he let me go, and the moment I truly crossed the line. The forest on the other side of the river felt different, quieter, heavier, like it knew I didn't belong. I moved carefully between trees, my feet sinking slightly into the soft earth. That was when I saw him. Oche? He stood about 20 paces ahead, half hidden behind a thick tree trunk. His body low, one knee bent, one foot grounded, spear held steady in his hand. His chest rose slowly, controlled, focused. A hunter in his element. I should have left. Instead, I stepped closer. A twig snapped under my foot. In one swift motion, he turned, close the distance, and before I could react, I was on my back. The sky above me blurred. A spear pressed lightly against my throat. "Who are you?" he asked. His voice was calm, too calm, the metal tip cold against my skin. "Someone you are not supposed to meet," I said. His eyes studied my face, searching, measuring. Something shifted in them, recognition of something he should not have allowed. But then he smiled.